crap baskets.
Crap baskets. Crap baskets.
Ah, crap baskets.
Crap baskets.
Ah, crap baskets. Crap baskets. Oh, crap baskets. Ah, crap baskets. Crap basket! Crap baskets.
Oh, you say that too.
All right, let's get started. Welcome to the stream, everybody. My name is Green Leader, and tonight we continue on with some Assassin's Creed Shadows. So on Monday we finished off the just to go over this again. We finished off Dark Souls finally. 468, I think, was the final death count for my run of that game, and we got sort of a little bit into New Game Plus, but we're not going to continue on with it. I just played it because it was sort of there, and I wanted to fill out the rest of the stream. But we're going to be focusing now on Assassin's Creed for the next week or so, and then at some point we'll end up adding in another game. And we're hoping that we can get quite a bit through the story if we focus on Assassin's Creed for the next week or so. So tonight and Thursday, and then next week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, will all be dedicated to Assassin's Creed Shadows. We might do an extra week as well on top of that, just so we can try and get as much through the story as possible. I don't really know how long the game is. I'm hoping it won't be nearly as long as Dark Souls, and hopefully there'll be more that I can do off stream if necessary, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that'll be the plan moving forward. And I'll probably end up putting in the Discord maybe some sort of hey, what do you guys think about these games? Because I've got a couple in mind that I like to play moving forward to reintroduce or to take the place essentially of Dark Souls. I'm thinking of essentially a strategy game, and I'm leaning towards Crusader Kings 2, but there's also a couple of others that I have that would be interesting to try and check out and learn. So we shall see, but I'll leave that to the Discord, but just letting you guys know. And yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into it, and we'll see how this goes. And I do need to actually remove that. Okay, Let's go. We'll go ahead and get this loaded in, and we'll turn off the music. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Fiona22. Love the vibe you give from this content, and I would like to be a real fan and always show support. If you're down to connect, grow you more, hit me up. No. Sorry, Fiona, but you sound like a bot. And you even get marked as a suspicious user. So, sorry. Ah, excuse me. Okay. And I'll just go ahead and... no, wrong thing. There we go. That's right. That's where we left off last time. So I'm going to go ahead and turn... well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the music here. Up the Assassin's Creed Shadows there. And huzzah! So here we are in the game. Let's get back to it. So, I need to finish... oh, that's right. Actually, one thing before we actually get really started into this... I forgot there was a major patch. There was actually a major patch update, and I wanted to quickly go over that before we do anything else. So I am going to bring the music back in. Turn it down just a smidge. And we'll turn... that. We'll turn down the Assassin's Creed stuff. Okay, so just to quickly show you guys what is going on. Did I shut down the Ubisoft Connect? I did shut down the Ubisoft Connect. I don't think I shut it down, but, you know, I need it up to run. But I think I ended up closing the window that I was looking at. So, let's see if this will bring it back up. There we go. Okay, so let's quickly just show off what the changes are, because I do think it's important to cover this. Where's my window display? Okay, we can do it this way. Get the Ubisoft Connect. There we go. Huzzah. Swear I know what I'm doing. Okay, so just to show you guys, we have this nice little fancy patch update. We had a title update that came out yesterday at 2 p.m. UTC or 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The patch size is, don't really care all that much about, but here's the highlights. Game improvements. The team has been working on a first patch of improvements following your feedback since launch. The horse auto-follow and speed improvements. Auto-follow the road is back to help you navigate while riding your horse. Simply activate the Pathfinder to enable auto-follow, and your horse will automatically follow the road to your marked destination. We've also increased horse speeds in cities so you can get to your location, get to your destination faster. Okay. I don't think that's either particularly good or bad. It's just sort of, oh yeah, here's a feature that was in all of the other games. We're gonna now finally add that into the latest one. Seems kind of odd. Now, I actually don't mind that they didn't have it in the game. It kind of, you know, I don't know. It just, because everything was so fast in the other games and there was so little between all the different things that you had to go through, I feel like this has more in-between stuff that I don't care so much about a lack of a follow, an auto-follow with the horses. So, like, that doesn't really bother me so much. But I do think it's interesting that they only now decided to add that in. Hello, Raw Dog. I hope you're having a good night. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday evening, halfway through the week. Hoping you're having a good night. How you been, man? Okay, with that said, let's go back to the patch notes. So from there they have Mastery Nodes Reset. Is your stealth build not sneaky enough? Could Yasuke pack a heavier punch? We've added the option to reset Mastery Nodes in the skill trees so you can test different playstyles and skills for both Naoe and Yasuke. I find that interesting. I thought they had that automatically. I thought that was already in the game. And it's a pretty common feature. It's everywhere. What? I saw finishing up the DLC Dark Souls on your notification. I was like, still? No. I finished the game last night. Unlocking Yasuke. Unlocking Yasuke. Unlocking Yasuke. So I don't know why the notification said that's weird. Was that on the bot in Discord? Damn it, bot. Oh shit, my bot's actually down. Well, not the bot. My Discord is shut down. Why was Discord shut down? Oh, that's right. That's right. I was supposed to start it in administrative mode, and I forgot to. Damn it. Crap baskets. Well, let's see how long it takes to actually launch it this time. But let me go.
Ah, crap baskets.
Exactly.
Crap baskets. Crap baskets.
Ah, crap baskets.
Crap baskets.
Ah, crap baskets. Crap baskets. Oh,
That's
crap
weird.
baskets.
Maybe you just saw it last night's.
Crap baskets.
Was this in the email?
Basket.
Now you,
Crap
dude. Now you're freaking
baskets.
me.
Oh, you say that too.
I love that. Oh, you say that too. Yeah, it literally says in my notification, unlocking Yasuke tonight, Assassin's Creed Part 6. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have been seeing things. You might have. Or maybe there's weird stuff going on. Who knows anymore? It's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway. back to the patch notes. Like I said, I'm very surprised that they've just added now a reset. Now, to be fair, I hadn't felt the need to try and go for a reset yet, so like I would not have noticed. That is very odd. And are you essentially telling me that there is zero chance of me being able to fully upgrade everything? Because I don't. Yeah, that's a little weird for me. Look, man, I've been playing Dredge. Ooh, Dredge. Hold on. Why does that sound familiar? And there's a giant angler fish posing as fellow ships in the dark. The mind tends to wander, losing sanity. Dude, why does that? I think I've seen Dredge not necessarily on sale, but definitely advertised on Steam recently. But my brain, for whatever reason, is just blocking it out in terms of like what it actually is. So now I'm going to have to look it up. That's right. Oh, I remember seeing this. Okay. That's right. You're like it's like some sort of weird like horror like top-down sailing adventure game. I don't know if that's like the full like the legitimate description of it. But that's certainly what it seems like from what I've seen of the picture. It looks cool. Looks pretty cool. So. Anyway, back to the patch notes. Selling/dismantling multiple items. We know you've been hard at work exploring every corner of feudal Japan, and that means you've filled your pockets with resources and loot. To help you save time when trading with merchants, we've added the option to tag and sell/dismantle multiple items in the shop or when dismantling at the forge in the hideout. Again, something that I thought they already had. Although that's not true. I know they haven't. I haven't had much chance to sell things yet. But I know I did notice that there wasn't a means to like tag to sell or whatever. I did know there was a sell all valuables, which I did like, but I didn't notice that there wasn't necessarily a tag to sell like weapons and things like that. So that's interesting. But again, something that they had in previous games. So why are they adding in things that were in previous games after launch instead of just having it at launch? So pretty much that. Yeah, sprinkle in some Eldritch horror and such at night. Okay, nice. Okay. And that's where the horror aspect comes in. The investigation board is central to your journey, and we've added a new shortcut for direct access while in game. Yes, now that I've been wanting. With the title update 1.02, holding the option button. That's a typo. For a few seconds, will take you directly to the investigation board, while a single press will open the inventory menu. The update allows you to easily launch the world map, inventory, investigation boards as smoothly as you play. Nice. PS5 Pro, which I don't necessarily care all that much about, but we'll just go over it. We're excited to also bring key improvements to the PS5 Pro version of Shadows that will enhance the visual quality of the experience. Added PSSR support for PS5 Pro. Please note that players who have been playing on PS5 Pro prior to the title update 1.0.2 will need to manually enable PSSR in the video tab of the pause menu. Balance mode will now feature ray-traced specular, i.e. visual fidelity will be closer to PS5 Pro quality mode than performance mode. Other key improvements. Uncap the hideout to above 30 FPS. Wait, what? Is that... Hold on. What? They're adding it because they got your money? Dude, first of all, I know you're watching. I know you're watching Cyberpunk as well. I know you're watching Magus' stream as well, which, to be honest, I don't blame you. Dude, I just watching him get started with the character tonight, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I was playing that. Dude, maybe that's what I should play after this. After Assassin's Creed, maybe I actually play Cyberpunk, because I never finished it. I played it a fair amount, but quests were starting to get super buggy. And the bugginess of the world was starting to get to me. And I'm like, you know, maybe I should just put this down until they fix stuff. And then I came back later and I'm like, cool, they kind of fixed a bunch of stuff, but it's... Now I don't remember where I was in the story and I wanted to kind of start it over. And anyway. So there's... Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do after Assassin's Creed. Well, I'll pull that in as the replacement for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Anyway, I got the hideout to above 30 FPS on performance mode. Dude, that has got to be on the PlayStation side of it. Improved balancing of boss fights. Okay. Fix an issue where the Pathfinder line appears in photos taken in photo mode. Yeah, that could be an issue. That could, yeah, you're in the auto run or you're in the navigation stuff and you're like, oh, let's get a cool shot with you riding the horse, and then now you've got the navigation UI and whatnot. I can see that. Okay. Fixed inconsistencies with the throw kunai at the closest enemy after an assassination perk when the Toolmaster gear is equipped on Noe. Improved double assassinations. Improved Naoe's responsiveness in some instances. I haven't noticed that she hasn't been necessarily responsive, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Spoiler warning. Please keep in mind that some of the descriptions below may contain spoilers for... spoilers. Proceed at your own risk. So basically what they're saying is they fixed a whole bunch of quests. I'm just going to put them up there. Something the wheel on mask. From start to flames. A true Ingen. Brother in arms. Flames of war. Well, that's the beginning. The Ingen leader will now fight back. Okay. That's... What? Dude, just the... And here's the thing, I will absolutely say this. Ubisoft has been known to fix their games after launch. Particularly, they did this with Unity. Assassin's Creed Unity was so much better like a year after launch. And they've done that with other games as well. So I can see them fixing a lot of the problems that have been around. But I just wish we would get to a point, particularly when it's supposed to be quadruple A. Quadruple A shouldn't have any bugs. Shouldn't have any of these sort of quest bugs in it. They should have tested the shit out of this, you know, before ever getting to release. So if you're going to tell me that you're a quadruple A game, you better make sure that this is actually fixed. I'm not going to necessarily look at the spoilers, but yeah, they fixed some stuff there. You can pause it now if you want to watch it, you know, after the fact. You can pause it. So there you go. Stealth, improved double assassinations, improved Naoe's responsiveness in some instances. What does this mean? Fix an issue where an NPC does not die after being killed by a finisher or an assassination. I have not seen that issue, but I'm glad they have. Okay, let me put this. I have not seen it in my playthrough. I have seen videos of it. So there's that. I started it, but that was back when the game was still broken, never went back. You should consider going back. I mean, it was certainly a fun game. I had a lot of fun with it, even when it was broken. But now that it's, I mean, it's been fixed for a while. I think it's worth going back to check it out if you haven't. How's my day? My day was all right. It's not like a weird day, man. Just dealing with shitty bugs. That, granted, some of it was of my own making, but still irritating. So there's that. Improve balances of boss fights. Okay, again, not entirely sure what that means, but okay. Address various NPC behavior and animation issues. Hopefully, maybe this fixes the auto-generated stealth issues. Although this is supposedly combat, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Now I can no longer perform double assassination without learning the ability. I wasn't able to get that at all, so that's interesting. Fix the FX on the Shinobi Bell when it's thrown far away. Fix the issue where destroying the alarm bell does not always make NPCs investigate it. Improve the accuracy of Yasuke's Teppo. Oh, Yasuke has a gun, okay. Knocked out NPCs no longer stand up immediately when attacking them. Okay. NPCs and enemies now react correctly to Shinobi Bells. They weren't reacting correctly. I love how this is essentially showing, here's all the stuff that was broken. Fix an issue where Yasuke could block with his Teppo after being dismounted instead of his melee weapon. Interesting. Yasuke is now able to call his mount while having his sword unsheathed during combat. Interesting. Yasuke is no longer immune to enemy damage after using the Samurai Duel ability. The Staggering Blast, Yumi Bow ability now works correctly on enemies. That's nice. Fine-tune Yasuke's Dark Burst and Falcon's Eye ability, so they no longer one-shot enemies. Fixed arrow firing so they consistently get released when fully charged. Oh, okay. Addressed how Naoi's light attacks could disarm enemies. Really? Since when? I don't remember a single instance of Naoi's light attacks ever disarming enemies. Corrected the entanglement ability, so it now works with the light attack button. Fix an issue with the bare fists and kicks contribute to affliction buildup. Okay. Fix an issue where Yasuke could perform a brutal assassination with a ranged weapon in a specific animation. Improve Yasuke's power dash ability so it doesn't miss the target while the enemy is in an attack animation. Okay. Yeah. No weapons and gear. Fix various bugs related to the transmog variant visuals. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. If wearing store-bought items, both characters will now appear dressed in the latest save. Very demure, very mindful. I freaking hate that they added that. I kind of hate that. Seeing that everywhere for a little while, and now seeing that in here, it's like, come on, guys. There's an issue where all horse saddles are uncommon. Ah, that's weird. Corrected an error that blocked manual saves after completing Heart of the Assassin quest. Wow, that would suck. Fix an issue where a save game is performed if players are dead or dying. That would suck as well. Address an issue where no autosave is created before starting a contract quest. That sucks. Reason/error code messages are now correctly displayed for corrupted save files. Fix an issue where players attempting to save and load during the Get On Your Mount objective caused Rin to spawn dismounted and follow Yasuke on foot, blocking progression. Wow, that sucks. For the world, fix an issue where there was no snow in winter. Address various issues with synchronization points. Address various instances where players or NPCs could get stuck or fall through objects. Okay. Fix an issue where the Sakamoto Castle reward chest didn't give loot if the player opens it during Requiem of Rokaku. See, that's something that I can see where, like, you don't know entirely how the player is going to play your game, particularly in a vast open world experience like this. I could see that being an edge case. That seems like a lot of these things are like stuff that they should have definitely done beforehand. That's something that's just like, oh yeah, we could see this being a real issue because nobody thought to do this at that time. Adjusted the positions of certain loot chests in castles. Fix an issue with the storage room that cannot be opened after defeating Nakatomi and talking to Ibuki in Ijiyama Fort. Interesting. And adjust multiple behavioral errors with the Pathfinder. Okay. Activities. Now I can no longer enter Yasuke's Kofuns. Wait. Wait, were the Kofuns only supposed to be done by Yasuke? Okay. Get out of my room. Address an issue where play like this sort of like. I appreciate that it's not a lot, but I don't need this cutesy bullshit in here. Just tell me what are in the patch notes. Come on. Address an issue where players could pass through movable objects while sprinting inside Kofuns. Fix an issue where the animals could flee while the Sumi is still present during the heavy rain. So during heavy rain, if players performed a save load. Dude, there's some weird stuff. That does seem like, but again, that seems like a legitimate thing that they would have probably missed. Legendary deer will now properly despawn after being drawn into the Sumi activity. Okay. Correct an issue where the Nawi scroll could be missing whilst painting. Again, this seems like something that should have tested. Hideout. Uncap the hideout. Dude, what the hell? Seriously. This is big. This is actually much bigger than I was expecting. Holy crap. Address various graphics, clipping, LED, textures, FPS. Address issues with floating props, corrected various characters, blah, blah, blah. Address some visual issues in various cinematics. Fix an issue with water rendering. Okay. Fix an issue where Pathfinder lineup. Yep, we saw that. Fix an issue where photo mode would close while taking a photo. Well, that sucks. Fix an issue where taking a new photo and accessing through the Legends menu results in an animus. Oh, that's weird. Some weird animus error. Adjusted various audio and sound effects issues. Fix an issue where sometimes music plays during fights while the music volume is off. Added a shortcut to the objectives board. Yep, saw that. That's actually, that's a decent option. I don't know why it wasn't in to begin with, but like that's decent. Feels like they didn't do any testing. Or they did very minimal testing. Fix multiple UI menu, blah, blah, blah. Fix various UI and text issues in the Animus Hub. Corrected various UX, UI animations. Tweaked XP gain. UI. Fixed an issue where the is new icon remains in the inventory stream even if all owned items have been seen. Fix an issue where engraving was visual on incompatible weapons in the Forge. Interesting. Fix an issue where sometimes players can't sprint or manually save. That's lovely. Fix an issue. Fixed multiple issues causing controller remapping to reset to default. Fix the menu narration prompts. Controller vibrations were still present even when turned off in options. Fix an issue where resetting only one movement direction input resets all the other movement directions. And oh gosh, that sounds horrible. Address an issue where the game would remain on a loading screen when losing connection to Ubisoft services. Oh, that sucks. Fix an issue where items claimed in the vault were not unlocked. That would really suck. Fix an issue where the Make It Personal achievement did not unlock when the first weapon engraved was from another character than the one currently used. Fix an issue where the Limitless achievement did not unlock obtaining a legendary piece of gear. Okay. Many of these, I haven't actually experienced this myself. Hey Green, what do you think of the new Storm skin on Rival, specifically her hair? I mean the blue hair? I think it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. The armor's kind of cool. I don't really have any major issues with it. And I think it's meant to be like for the Hellfire and Gala type of thing. So, you know, you're gonna get some crazy outfits with it. So it kind of makes sense for it to be weird and wacky. I don't recognize it, but then again, I think it's from a comic book that's more recently too. So I don't know. It's not bad. I don't hate it. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. It doesn't. It really doesn't bother me. I don't care. It's not a skin that I would use personally, but I have no issue saying it. Like it's like there's some other skins where it's like I'm gonna hate it because it reminds me of the crappy movies that character was in or something like that. Whereas that's just like that's some innocuous thing from a comic that I haven't read, where she somehow got like the you're talking about the one where it's like the Power of Thor one, right? Doesn't really bother me at all. Platform specific. This is the one that's where I kind of care about. Players can now toggle between DRS and fixed resolution modes, regardless of scalar quality. Okay. Fixed an issue where the overall preset was set to custom in stability menu after changing the preset and reloading the game. Interesting. Fixed various mouse and keyboard inputs. Or issues, I should say. Steam Deck fixed an issue where observed targets were not visible from 80 meters on Steam Deck. Oh, that's a rent, yeah. Corrected an error where the default controller configuration didn't show the button actions for L2 and R2 on Steam Deck. For Mac OS, wow, this plays on Mac OS. That's impressive in and of itself. Well, I will give them that. RT spec can now be enabled for high-end Macs. Mouse and keyboard now work correctly when the game boots to Windows mode. Windowed mode. Fix the HDR toggle so it doesn't remain on after toggling off or switching to a non-HDR display. Fix the mouse error remaining on the screen after pressing home button while using a controller. Save report prompt is now visible in the benchmark results screen, and mouse is no longer tracked when outside the game window. And then finally for the PS5 and PS5 Pro, fixed prompts for internet connection loss messages when player would lose connection during audio language pack downloads. Okay, so it's a ton of stuff. A lot of it seems like issues that should have been fixed before the game came out, but there are a couple that, you know, fine. I can certainly give it to you. Can't always test all that stuff, but yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad they're fixing stuff that was broken at launch. Should have been in the first place instead of what is this? 2 weeks later? So yeah, it's almost like maybe if they actually had a legitimate testing functionality. Hold on. Were you guys not seeing that at all? Yeah. Okay. No. That's just me. Okay. So yeah, I feel like that should have been, a lot of that should have been in place to begin with. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch back to the game. Let's get into it, and we'll actually try and make some progress in the story, shall we? And now I can actually also start paying attention to chat properly. We'll do that, and then we'll pause the music, and we will catch up with chat. I talked to our mutual pink-haired friend briefly, and she mentioned the skin. I was like, you know, she wants her hair to be green. Yeah. What color? Hold on. Her hair color is blue in that, right? It's like almost like a light neon blue. If I remember correctly. I could be 100% wrong on that. What's new? I can actually sell this one. I don't want to customize. I would like to mark for selling. That's kind of dumb that I can't mark it as like junk here. Okay, let's get into it. Misread the message. It's all right. What? Oh, you know he wants her hair to be green. I see. I'm an idiot. My apologies. Reading is hard, okay? That's all you need to know, sir. Reading is hard.
Brother, what's that?
I know.
What's
Admonish
that,
me.
brother?
That's fine. Run past people.
I bring items across the four seas.
Oh my gosh, Kalila, I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention. How you doing, buddy? I was not paying attention to the YouTube side. How are you doing? I am doing all right. I am drunk and writing a script I have to finish by Sunday while listening to metal. How's your assassination adventures going? Going good. I was reading all of the patch notes for the latest, and now we're gonna get into it. I think I'm already at my max there. You only have resources. That's interesting. Meantime, I would like to sell you, please. Thank you. But I hope you're doing good, Kalila. Good luck with your what is the script that you're writing? That's interesting. No, Storm wig will never be as bad as the 2000s movie wig. I've seen better wigs in the Hollywood stores. Yeah. You was. Wait, you was. I was. You were writing a script or what? Or you're not? You read the message. It's all right. Okay. There is no Kalila, only Zool. I actually don't know that reference. I'm sorry.
I will come back another time.
I'm sorry. You can admonish me if you want, but I don't actually know the reference. Okay, so I need to find... Do I have to go all the way back? Oh, no, he's there. He's there. Okay, okay. I don't have to go that far.
Answer me.
I don't either. What's Zool? That is my question. Oh, they're not gonna like me here. Okay. Sorry.
Move away.
I'm moving. It's a script for a comic book. I'm working with an artist. Dude, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, with the shit that's been going on with Marvel, I have stopped caring. Well, not stopped caring, but you know, I have not really got a lot of comic books lately. The only ones I've really read and have bought lately are the Rippaverse comics, and that's like it. There's been a couple that I've sort of had my eye on, but I haven't really, like, I don't know, I just haven't, something's been holding me back from, like, really, like, pulling the trigger on buying them, but, yeah, I think that's really cool. Clips. I won't admonish you, but a certain cheese man may do so. It's fine. You are welcome. You are welcome to... Oh, gosh, what was that stutter? You are welcome to have Mr. Cheeseman admonish me. To be fair, there's also a very good chance that I do know what you're talking about, but my brain's just not making the connection. It's from Ghostbusters. That's why. I have seen Ghostbusters, but I am very sad to say I don't know it that well. I've seen it like twice, maybe 3 times in my life. It's been interesting. It's fun. You know, it's a good movie, but at the same time, like, you know, my family's like very like anti-horror, and that was like too close to horror for them, even though like I don't really view it that way. So like I never bought it. I really should, but yeah. Me too. I haven't hardly watched them ever. Forgot so much. Right. I've seen the first one for sure, like at least like twice or 3 times growing up, and at least once all the way through. And I've seen the second one again about the same, like twice or 3 times, once growing up. And I think the second one actually for me was actually a little bit scary. The ooze, I think that was the one with the ooze stuff, right? And I think that was the one that sort of like creeped me out, particularly with the dude in the painting. Yeah, that was a bit much for me. I don't know why. I used to think that graphic novels were too expensive. Now that I'm making 2 of them, I understand why. In a book, I can write like 20 pages a day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, a graphic novel, I'm lucky if I can do a page in a whole day. Yeah. Okay, let's, also, I don't know what this anomaly is. Let's try it. And maybe maybe it's supposed to be at night? Let's see. What now? Okay. Let's see what this is. What the hell is this? I wonder if this is how they unlock the anomalies.
Again. You've been through a lot. Your time in Anna's ego was meant to weaken you.
No.
Drip feed of memories to subdue you and to
No.
evade your senses. The others before you called it a bleeding effect. And when it has hollowed you out from within, she will claim you. But You're learning how to counteract it. You see the faint glimmers on the darkened path before you. Naoe and Yasuke are long gone from this world. But in these memories, their will to fight burns as a flame. I must go. Find me again.
When you say she, who's she? Is she talking about Juno or is she talking about somebody else? Maybe it's the beer talking, Commander, but that shinobi girl has a butt that won't quit. They got those big chewy Namagashi here. Get out of here. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Does that... Okay, so does that actually unlock now the... Take a look at the objectives here. Does that act? Yes, it does. Okay, so now I have the Animus and the projects and all that stuff. So now they're going to give me missions here. And then this is the Animus rifts. Animus stability greatly reduced. Rifts in the simulation imminent. Okay. And these are the anomalies. Okay, interesting. Sorry, when I'm drunk, I start puking Simpsons references. It's a trick. Okay. Let's see how this is gonna go.
Kyonyo.
She returns. With news, I hope.
Wada Koretake is at Amagasaki Castle.
And what about Mitsumune?
His people are exhausted and hungry, but they will fight.
You may as well sacrifice them. There must be a peaceful solution.
You confuse me for my father, Yaya. I never wanted peace. Not until we take back what's ours. Not until Wada Koretake is dead. Naoe, are you ready to finish what we started?
Sure.
I am ready. Wada Koretake must die.
I will not go to war for you. I will go to make sure you don't get Mitsumune killed.
We attack at nightfall then. His stronghold will be less defended.
Ready your blades. Send word to Nunobiki Forest. We march to Amagasaki Castle.
Did you guys do that?
He's not here. I hope Mitsumune came to his senses.
Maybe not.
Yaya. I did not expect you.
She retired for a time to the forest to commune with the birds.
I came to show Kyonyo which end of his Naginata is the pointy one.
I considered giving up. But we are here because of her.
Okay, so what you gonna do?
It is not too late to turn back.
Hey man, I gotta go, but please have fun and remember the quotes from Dark Souls' main character, John Dark Soul. Every soul has its dark. This is accurate. Have a good night, Kalila. Appreciate you, man.
Let them suffer.
And sleep well, buddy.
Let them die in pain.
No, we fight.
My brave Sohei! Oda Nobunaga has brought us to the edge of extinction. Wada Koretake, friends, to push us over!
Is doing this big speech right outside the gate necessary? Maybe do it a little further away.
We end the destruction! We succeed! or we die fighting.
Is this me, or was there some weird artifacting in that scene where he was like changing? There was like some weird pixelization on the video.
Yes. Vengeance is close to you.
I must stop the shooters. Peconia's monks will die.
Wow, seriously? Well, that's good enough. Shit. I was not wanting photo mode. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? How do I... He's down.
On the other side.
Dude, why? Dude, I had this so well tuned last night. Now the update's kind of screwed with my settings. I'm not happy about it. Really? You gotta go for me? That's some bullshit. How far back? Please don't make me watch that scene again.
They're here. Vengeance is close to you.
I must stop the shooters. Peconia's monks will die.
Leave Wadakoretake to me.
Okay. Again, don't understand why my thing keeps stuttering. Who was I hurting? Oh.
Now to stop the shooters on the other side.
Well, they saw me. Nope. Come on. Oh, poor fella. Really? Goodbye.
Now it's safe for the monks to push ahead, and for me to find Wada Koretake.
He is in the courtyard, where the hell that is. We shall go up here. He is there. Try and do this a little stealthily.
Have an intruder. Show me speedy. What made that noise?
Really? He's gonna go that way. Hey, that pulled him into the bushes for once. Okay. That's something that they fixed. That's good. And we're going to try and go behind because I don't want... Not what I wanted. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're not who I was supposed to kill. You're who I need to kill. Okay, which... There we go.
Letting you live was a mistake. A mistake I won't repeat.
No, you'll be dead.
It will be your last.
Ow. Okay, he's down. Oh my gosh. You know what? Sent him flying. I don't know. Okay, there's the other one. Seriously? Fine. Oh, look, we got a shitty bot in the chat. Because why not? Well, that's fine. I can go ahead and block you there, and then go ahead and say... And I'm going to go ahead and ban this idiot. There we go. Okay. Where does it take me to?
Safe for the monks to push
Okay,
ahead.
perfect.
And for me to find Wada
So
Koretake.
maybe what I should do is I take out these guards up top. The Overwatch is what's actually getting me killed. Just totally saw nothing. Don't worry about it. There we go. Now I can assassinate this guy. There's number one, so he's not going to see me as I try and move up towards him. Well, not him, but towards the main guy that I'm trying to kill. Okay. And then I want to say, where's the main guy? There he is. Now, if I'm... Oh, you know what? He's got two. He's got 2 bars. I might be able to take him out. Hold on. Actually, mark everybody in the area again. Is that guy? Are you another... Damn it. More archers. There's 2 more I'm going to have to take out before I can really go after who I need to. Love how there's still like fighting going on different parts of the area. Oh, I can loot you? Hell yeah. Saw nothing. Ow! Get up! Climb, 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 climb! Let's climb! There we go. No, don't. Oh, I was gonna say, please don't drop. Let him not know where I am. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, he's down, and then let's go get that other guy, and then I can finally go take out... Well, actually, there's still that one there. Saw nothing. He's gonna come this way. I don't know if he's gonna stay on this side or if he's gonna turn back. Oh, that's actually kind of beautiful. Okay, so he's dead. Can I make it over there? No. Hopefully. Yes, okay, good. I would like to assassinate them because I feel like that would be more... Okay. I do have one smoke bomb left. Really? You're not gonna have a climbing spot there? Okay. This is good. This is fine. We're in an okay spot here. Don't do that. And dead. We got it. Much better.
Where is the box?
What was that supposed to be?
Where? You cut open my father. You left him to suffer, to die in pain.
It's what you and your kind deserve.
My father taught me to survive. And
so you learned
every
nothing.
day since, I have thought of only one thing. Making you suffer.
I think the thing that's also weird is that I think they're obviously trying to make her into another Ezio Auditore, but the problem is that they're just trying to make it essentially just Ezio. And it's not the same when it comes from a female character, when you just write it essentially just the same sort of anger, the same sort of thing, whereas...
Wait! Stop!
Mitsumune!
This is for every soul Oda Nobunaga burned alive after they surrendered and were promised peace.
No! This is Oda Nobunaga's way, not ours.
You give us blades. You tell us to defend the temple with our lives. Then you sign peace treaties with demons. Abandon us to slaughter.
Why does it look like they're doing...
Right when I am on the edge of despair.
Some sort of, what's it called?
Tell them.
What?
These men don't deserve to live.
Mitsumune is right. Anyone fighting for Oda Nobunaga deserves death.
You are fools! I fought to keep Mitsumune safe, but he is beyond saving. You all are.
Shouldn't that have, like...
This is your doing.
What? I don't get it.
Let these men go.
I don't get it. I mean...
You said you were ready for blood. The veins of my people opened for you. I hope it was worth it.
I don't get it. We killed the guy. And he's all of a sudden angry with her for no reason?
How did you feel
What?
when your father disowned you?
I'm confused.
Lost.
When my father died, there was a moment when it felt like he was everywhere, all around me. The next moment, he was nowhere. I felt devoured by emptiness. I thought killing Wada Koretake would fill it. These men are dead because of me.
No, because of Oda Nobunaga.
Correct.
Maybe. Maybe this fight should be my own.
One of my duties as abbot is to entrust our sacred artifacts to those who need them most.
To those who need them most.
Shinra gave hope to thousands upon thousands.
No, I thought it was to protect them from those who wanted to take them wrongfully, not to entrust them to those that need them most. What?
That is what fills the emptiness.
Thank you.
I hope you and your father can one day forgive each other.
See, now that I like. Right, she's a character who's lost her father.
The Onryo are dead.
Right, she's a character who's lost her father. She sees somebody who has his father, but they're not obviously not on speaking terms because of, you know, their disagreement. And she's essentially trying to say, hey, you should in fact, you know, even if you disagree, you should at least try to get along with your father, because you're gonna miss him once he's gone, a type of thing. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that sentiment. So I will give it that. That's a good sentiment to put out there. Absolutely. I don't know. I'm just curious what the gear merchant here has to say. Hello.
Bones are old, but my stock is of great value.
Just have normal items, that's it. You do, I mean, you have stuff that I don't have, so that's good. But seems to be like common gear, and that's it. Which I suppose it makes sense.
My humble shop awaits your return.
Okay, so at this point, I need to go back to Hideout to do this one. We can just fast travel here. Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's the butterfly collector. That's right. Okay, we're just going to fast travel because that's where we need to go.
Look, I've almost finished.
Later, Junjiro. It is done. The two Onryo are gone. They thought themselves beyond justice. It is a good beginning. Our next step is less certain. Our allies got wind of something.
What is it?
Lord Akechi Mitsuhide wants to speak to you.
Lord Mitsuhide?
Oda Nobunaga's most powerful daimyo. More like his dog.
I've seen how he resents his master. It could make him a powerful ally. But how did he contact us? Does he know about this place?
No. We intercepted what we thought was a letter to a commander, but instead, it was a message. For you.
He knew our spies were there. He knew it would get to me. Where does he want to meet?
It only said, at the place where you killed the first.
The first. He must know about the Onryo I killed at Katano. Maybe the others as well.
We need to be smart about this.
If Lord Mitsuhide wanted us dead, he would send soldiers, not a message. This is something else.
Yes. A trap.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's a risk. But how else can we find out what he wants?
Still.
I know Katano well enough. No one will see me unless I want them to.
No! You can't go to Katano.
Why? What's wrong?
It's too dangerous. Promise me you won't go.
Don't worry. No harm will come to me.
What was that all about?
I don't know. It's not like him. I'll talk to him when I get back.
I think he's one of these reincarnations, if I'm remembering that correctly. They can like remember all of their memories and all their past lives and all that stuff. There's Katano. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, he's in Setsu and he's in Katano Castle. Which means he's right here. And I don't have a viewpoint yet, so I'm gonna have to ride there. Which is fine. I don't want to use the scouts. Or to keep... So, like, they want you to use the scouts for certain things. I don't see the need for it. I'd rather instead use them for... Although I could use one. I mean, if there were 4, maybe, but... So... Let's see, scout the objective. Yeah, dispatch just the one. I know exactly where it is. There's the objective. Okay. So, the issue is that I need the scouts to smuggle things in certain instances. And you need 2 of them to smuggle. Now, maybe I'll unlock more as I get more of those hiding places, but right now I've only got the 3. I don't know. That's why I say, like, I don't mind not using it. Chance for critical hits on attack. Ooh, great, very nice. Bandits in the old homestead. It's fine, we can just run past them.
Whoa!
You walk into the fire. That's That's certainly a choice. For a second, I thought he was T-posing. I'm like, come on, that's obnoxious. It's obnoxious every time it shows up in the game, or in games, period. But then I realized he actually wasn't. He was actually just stretching, which I'm okay with that. Be able to use that. Might be able to use this tree. No. I'm trying to think about how I got in the first place. I don't remember. I remember I got in. I just don't remember how I got out. No, I don't remember how I got out. In. My brain's not functioning today. I'm sorry. Out, in, whatever. I don't remember. And it seemed... Hold on. It's like, what? Oh, I came from this side. Okay. Sorry. Let's see what they have to say.
Soldiers everywhere.
This can't be right. This can't be right. Hold on. Shouldn't this be a hostile zone? This is not showing it as hostile. Now, maybe that's because it's for the mission. I don't know. But I thought I had to essentially come in here and hide. But the game's just like, no, it's not hostile. Okay. Whatever reason, I can't open that. And spit. Can't open those doors. Okay. This is weird. I don't feel like this is right. I feel like this is not how this is supposed to go.
There will be no need for that. Please. Time is against us. You are skillful, as I thought you would be.
Walked in through the front door. That's how skillful I am.
Yes, I was.
She's
When
so
you were last
skillful.
here,
All she has to
you
do is
did
walk
me
the front
great
door because the game's
service.
borked.
The one you killed had proven difficult
Oh.
to find. There are others, but you know that.
You seem to know a lot about me.
Your work has not gone unnoticed.
Tell me why I'm here.
I want you to help me kill Lord Oda Nobunaga. Did you know Lord Nobunaga practices tea ceremony? He takes Chanoyu very seriously. He spilled my mother's blood without thought. Yet to spill even
Why
one
did the
drop of tea
light go
he
down?
considers unthinkable.
Oda Nobunaga has spilled much blood.
He slaughters without reason. He must be stopped. His fondness for tea ceremony will help us do it.
How?
Lord Nobunaga believes himself untouchable. He has sent all his generals away. He remains at Honoji, serving tea, unprotected.
If that is true, you have an army. You don't need me.
Just defeating him will not be enough. I must take his head. And with you in the temple, I ensure he will not escape before I do.
Why should I trust you?
You hunt a secret group with unknown identities. I also hunt them.
Okay.
The Onryo.
They call themselves Shimbaku. Such arrogance. When I tell you what I know of them, you will demand to help me. Lord Nobunaga is their leader. It is he who ordered your father's death.
That's not possible.
I served Lord Nobunaga faithfully for years. I did not believe it either, until I found this.
That was him, on the horse.
He was very pleased with the group's success that night. Oh, how he bragged.
I feel like this could be set up for betrayal when in fact he's the one and he's trying to set up Nobunaga.
Who might succeed him. I might even become shogun. But this is not about any one of us. If we do nothing, Lord Nobunaga's madness will destroy everything. Our country will fall. Will you help me kill him?
I feel like this is setting up for like he's actually the guy, and that's why he had the mask. Why would Nobunaga not have his mask?
With your task. This is my son-in-law, Issei Sadoki. He will wait for you at Kyoto. Do what he asks, but carefully. No one outside this room can suspect anything, or it will be all our heads.
Hi.
Go now. There is much to do.
That's why I like you.
Very weird. Super weird, man. This doesn't feel right. I feel like this should have been like you needed to sneak in to try and avoid being seen to really make this really a secret. Whereas right now, this is just me walking in through the front door. Either this is a bug, or this is done intentionally and it's kind of poor writing. One of the two, and I don't like either. Doesn't seem like a good option. So now I need to go up to this one. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do the stray dogs one. Not gonna worry about the Kofun right now. Now they have a new name, the Shinbakufu. Yes. And I actually haven't had a chance to look at what stuff is here. So I got a new weapon type, the Kusarigama. This is the scythe and chain? Weird weapon. It's cool, but it's a weird weapon. Legendary, plus 200% damage on enemy collisions. Okay. Got ourselves a legendary Tanto and a legendary Kusarigama. I'm going to go ahead and equip this here. Why not? Oh, the sneezes. Oh, anyway, I forgot. I do want to... I have to get used to that update. Hold on. I thought they said if you hold down the options menu, that should take you to the objectives, but that does not. This is taking me to the projects. Okay, so is it the pause menu then? Yes, it is. Okay. We have to find Yaya. I don't want to deal with Yaya. And I think there's a fast travel close by. Yes, there is. I can go to my hideout in Osaka. And we can go find Yaya. No, I really don't want to have to deal with Yaya. Okay. And the good thing about coming here is that I can at least get a refill on my supplies. Oh, yes. Yeah, where are you at? Well, there she is.
After the battle at Amagasaki, Yaya said she would come back here.
Hello, Yaya.
What are you doing here, Naoe?
You were outnumbered.
I'm grateful, but I know your blade. It thirsts for blood.
For a reason, Yaya.
You were
Not
outnumbered.
without cause.
You
What?
think that will bring balance when only forgiveness will? Haven't you learned that yet?
I want your forgiveness. If you grant me that, we could work together for the greater good.
Many
The
walk your
greater
kind of path,
good.
but not me. I don't do revenge.
My path chose me.
Are they going to write the story
Or
where
that
she's going to get
invaded
right to the end and then be like,
I would have
no,
preferred to stay in my
we're
bag.
not going to kill the bad
My
guy.
father's killers
We're going to make him
must answer
better.
for their
It's like,
crimes,
okay.
just like Wada Koretake.
While it is true that we rarely choose our destiny, we must take responsibility for it.
I am taking responsibility.
No. You take revenge. It is not the same. I know you mean well. Look, help me investigate what these monks wanted and why.
What these monks
And
wanted
I'll
and
think
why.
about it.
What
Alright?
are you talking
Alright.
about? No one's attacking you.
This one lives.
You steal from a sacred place and call yourself a monk? What happened to your faith?
What?
In this world, you steal or get stolen from. I know which side I want to be on. My brothers and I woke up to the truth.
Okay.
I traded faith in invisible things for faith in reality.
Where did you take the valuables?
There are no valuables here. The real root is at the Christian church.
You're no more honorable than a pack of stray dogs. What should we do with this one?
You spoke of forgiveness. Who could be more worthy of it than a stray dog?
You are right. He needs empathy, or he will never change. You are forgiven for this theft. But pray I don't catch you stealing again.
Oh! No, no, no!
Your face.
I'm really
Are you
confused.
alright?
Nothing I can't handle.
Didn't show any fighting.
One of the thieves
I didn't have to fight or kill anybody.
Your hairpin fastened to his robe.
And
My husband's Kanzashi.
His hood fell, and I caught a good look. Young, with a dark brow. He used to follow you around the years back. A grumpy duckling after its mother.
Tetsuo.
Yes, like someone pissed in his buckwheat.
That Kanzashi meant something to you?
It belonged to my husband. One of the only things I had left that touched him. That felt like him in my hands. When grief has no home, it will turn to anger. We need to find Tetsuo.
That monk said others went to Takatsuki Church. Tetsuo may be there with the Kanzashi.
Let's go.
Give him grace, Yaya. Perhaps he does not know what he did.
He will return here safe. But he has some explaining to do. Tetsuo knows what that hairpin means to me.
Who is he?
I was his spiritual guide. He lost his parents before he could stand. But then, when my husband died, I needed time. I left Tetsuo and joined Kyonyo at Honganji. I heard the boy never smiled again.
He must have missed you.
I can't be responsible for him. I did my part. I taught him everything he needed to know. And this is how he repays me? Meet me once you have the Kanzashi. And Tetsuo.
Okay. It's in northern Setsu. Church. It's hell. Okay, where's the church? I don't know. It's in northern Izumi Setsu. This is Izumi Setsu. It's in the church of whatchamacallit, which I don't think I have found yet. The church of Takatsuki, which is, so Takatsuki's right here. So I suppose we could fast travel to the Senri Hills and then make our way through there. But that was a weird intro to that mission because it didn't give me any combat. But the way that they were talking was as if I had just come in and saved her or fought somebody off. Instead, I just walked through a couple of guys who were standing there. And she's like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? You didn't need to save me. Well, you were surrounded. Surrounded by who? Yeah, there were 3 guys there, but they weren't attacking. They were just sort of chilling. So, I don't know what's going on, but that's weird. That's very, very weird. And we've now had Katano Castle, which I would have suspected it to be a restricted area. It wasn't. And now we've had that, which I was... Based on the dialogue, there should have been a fight, and yet nothing. Now here... These guys are getting antsy.
As you wish.
So... Gotta go around this post town. We're gonna come up through here. We went to the river crossing, but we don't need to do that this time. We can just keep following on that main road. And that's what we shall do. Of course, and we'll just keep going. Did you guys just block off my path? You guys did.
Out with you.
No. Screw you guys. This is where you die. Yeah. No. Hey, Tundiki. How's your night going, buddy? Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. How you been, man? this the new Assassin's Creed? Yes, it is. Just got home from practice. Nice. Very nice. Doing well. Life is good. And you? Doing all right. Wasn't a bad day. It was just a little weird. And I'm hanging out, so that's good, right? So, man, it's just a long day. I don't know, man. Okay, so we need to make it further up here. I'm betting that's where the church is, so just place more. Yeah, I'm doing good. So what you been up to, man? How is practice going? You still keeping busy with all your bands and whatnot? And here we are at Takatsuki. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Or I can't speak tonight, really. It's a combination of the two. How do I get in? Hello? Can I get in here, please? Or is this another castle? Like half of the damn region. Sorry, bud. Oh my gosh, 4 bands. Wow, been very busy. My gig on Saturday got canceled because the venue got bought out for a UFC event. Really? That's cool. But the good bad news is my girlfriend already made plans on my now day off. Oh joy. Wait, so she made plans with you, or she made plans to go do something on her own? And so now you're sort of left alone. Okay, this is just the town. For a second, I thought this was going to be like a new castle. It is not a new castle.
That monk
there's
said
the
his
church.
accomplices went to rob the Christian church.
Plans with me to go do something fun now that I don't have a gig. Well, at least you're going to go do something fun. Unless it's to go do something fun, you know, as in fun for her, not necessarily fun for you. I don't know. I just want to hang and do nothing. Yeah. I kind of understand. I get what you're saying.
Why do we let the Namban build their temples here? Probably for profit.
She's a good egg, very tolerant of my busy schedule. Well, that's good. Sounds like you should definitely then go do something fun with her. I'm sure you'll probably enjoy it.
Quiet, Tetsuo. Yaya sent me. Come on.
I didn't take anything. I swear. I did nothing at all. I'm just a simple monk.
Did Tetsuo think I was sent to kill him? I better stop him before he gets himself hurt.
Dude. Okay, I'm chasing him. Do I have to Oh, come on. Just dive past them. Whoa!
I taught you humility, respect, and you stole from us?
And the 2 guys that were chasing me, dude, don't matter
You
anymore.
were my guide. When you left, I lost my way.
So you become a thief?
Yaya, stop.
You have something to say?
You said forgiveness is the only balanced path. Yes, Tetsuo did hurt you.
Are you a lady as the main character?
What happened in your
Yes.
past has hurt you both.
So
Forgive him.
So there are 2 main characters. This is the female main character.
Fuck Indiana Jones, put a chick in it and make her name it gay!
Yeah.
How quickly my anger has
She actually is
when I
a little
my
lame.
husband, I pushed you away.
And apparently the canon choice is she's a little gay.
I left you
So.
with no choice but to find another family.
Yeah.
Even if they were stray dogs. Will you
Who'd have thought, right? Yeah.
Tetsuo?
I know.
Big sister.
There is something to this
Hold on.
path of forgiveness.
Hold on. hold on. He used her leaving as an excuse to become a thief. Which, to be fair, there's no actual evidence of. They don't show it in the story. And then you chase him down, she tackles him, probably rightfully so, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's all my fault, you did nothing wrong." And then he goes, "I forgive you." What the hell is this?
It has been a long time since I asked for it myself.
Did you consider my offer? Will you join us?
No scolding.
You say you fight for the greater good.
No sort of like reminder of like what he should be doing. No sort of like, look, just because I wasn't there doesn't give you the right, or doesn't give you the proper, you know, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. Like, doesn't give you the excuse to go off and become a crook. So like, yeah, that is stupid. And again, what happened to the two guys that were chasing me? I would think Yaya would actually help me fight them off. Other than the AI stuff, how is it? The gameplay's actually good. I like it. This is the irritating thing. I think the gameplay's pretty good. The story so far has not been the worst. I think like now that I've actually gotten out of sort of like oh gosh. Yeah, the warrior monk, the character I want little to do with. Because they decided, instead of making her a priestess of a shrine, there were priestesses of shrines. No, they had to make her a warrior monk. Why? Why? I didn't even realize that they had actually made her a warrior monk. I just thought she was just like some sort of crazy warrior lady. I did not realize she was in fact a warrior monk. And like I say, I think it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the gameplay is actually pretty good. I have not had a ton of crazy bugs. There have been some. There have actually been some legitimate bugs that have been irritating and frustrating. But they weren't super crazy. They were largely associated with dynamically generated base locations that were just like, you know, little pop-up places, and that was it. Nothing too crazy. And so I was fine with it. The story up until like starting tonight was when we started to see some really bad writing. Starting tonight is when we started to see more like that whole interchange there. Like I'm sorry, that's bad writing. Whether or not that's DEI, that's bad writing. But certainly making her a warrior monk instead of making her a shrine priestess. Which, I mean, there's an amazing anime, I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, called Yu Yu Hakusho, which is literally all about a priestess. And she's actually kind of a badass. She's an archer. But she kind of, she dies and then gets brought back, and then this girl from the future comes in, and she's sort of like the embodiment or the reincarnation of that priestess. So it's a whole thing, man. But instead, no. Instead of actually making Yaya a actual priestess, no. She's got to be a warrior monk.
Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in and make her name it gay!
So. The menu looks good too. Yeah, the menu, I mean, like the menus are pretty good, pretty well designed. A lot of the abilities seem pretty interesting. Like I said, the combat feels good, feels pretty fluid. Probably, in my opinion, this is probably one of the best combat for the Assassin's Creed series. Yeah, the stealth is pretty cool. Like they also have a canon mode, which, so like starting with Odyssey, they started doing this sort of like, oh, it's a pseudo RPG. I hated that because they're not really RPG games. They're action adventure games where you can unlock abilities. You know, and even then, the unlock abilities was something that was sort of added. It was kind of more Metroidvania style, but like it's an action adventure game. And so with the canon mode, they take away the choices, so you just sort of experience the story as it's supposed to be, and it's more about you go back to it being an action adventure game. I like that. They have an immersive mode where all the voice acting is in the Japanese and Portuguese, right? Because the two languages that were spoken at this time.
Hello there.
Hello, hello. Two, three. Testing, testing. 2, 3. I wonder if there's a short in my cable. Because the connection does not seem. No. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think maybe there's. I don't know if it's the cable or if it's the because it could be where the actual connector goes in. If it's the connector that actually goes into the microphone, and what I mean is like where it receives it, because it does seem a little bit loose. It could in fact be the cable, or it could be that. Aaron rating with a party of 1. How you doing, Aaron? Hope you're doing all right. Epic rant. You're back. Yeah, epic rant where nobody could freaking hear me. That's absolutely wonderful. All because the mic is being janky as hell. And I was worried about this, man. Where did I leave off? Where did it stop? Because I don't know. Yeah, it must be the cable. How's your night going, MX Aaron? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. What you been up to, dude? How you been? Right, how's your morning, I should say, because I know it's early morning there, right? Priestess Lady versus the yeah. So, were you streaming, Aaron? I don't think you were streaming right now. I heard a thing about the Yaya being bad, something about being based off an anime of a badass warrior monk that was actually good. I have no idea. You said you really like the combat. Yeah, I really like the combat. Like I was saying, essentially, the combat's really good. The stealth is really good. The mechanics of the game are probably the best I've experienced in the Assassin's Creed series. But I'm still alive, but what's going to end it? Ah, okay, okay. Well, what were you streaming tonight? I'm curious. Well, late evening? I still don't know that because you're in you've got UK time, right? So you're like early morning. Been busy for months. It's whoa. For months. It's exhausting. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Ah, nice. Okay. Cool. Very cool. I've not actually played that game ever. I have seen it. It's a lot like the just make sure the microphone's not being stupid. Yep. Okay. It's a lot like the gosh. It's like if Ubisoft decided to do Counter-Strike. It's what it reminds me of. It's Ubisoft's version of Counter-Strike. So yeah. Not saying that's good or bad. I think it looks interesting. I think it looks pretty cool. I've just never gotten into it. 6 a.m. Nice. Said you really Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah. Or how you spell it. No, yeah, that's it. Yu Yu Hakusho. No, not Yu Yu Hakusho. Is that what I said? Or is that what UK 6 hours from me, 7 from UGL? Yeah. Question, do you have your mic going into your headphones? No. I have my mic going directly into my PC. And the cable where it connects to the microphone itself, I'm worried it could be either the cable or it could be the connector inside the microphone, in which case I would have to open this up and either reset it or something like that, which I don't want to do. Ubisoft's version of Counter-Strike is X-Defiant. How was that Ubisoft's? Do you have another XL? It's not an XLR cable. It's a USB. It's a micro USB. Yeah, it's USB. Which, by the way, X-Defiant, they shut down. Because the fails keep coming fast for Ubisoft. Sorry, I'm just trying to look up X-Defiant's actual gameplay. This gameplay does not look like Counter-Strike. It's an arena shooter that combines intense gunplay with personalized loadouts and specialized factions as teams of gunfighters called Defiance battle for what? What are they battling for? Battle for domination. Oh, that's lovely. According to IGN, they give it a 7 out of 10. Name a game that they haven't given a 7 out of 10 to. But as I was saying, I've worked my ass off for the last 4 months and I've burnt myself out, basically. Oh, dude, it happens. It happens. I understand. Burnout is a real thing. Okay, X-Defiant is an FPS with an identity crisis. The arcade-style arena shooter pulls characters and locations from various Ubisoft games, and it feels a little bit like a lot of things as a result. It's fast and twitchy, similar to Call of Duty, but it has class abilities that might be closer to Overwatch. It's got fast respawns and faster deaths, but offers objective-based game modes that prioritize teamwork over straight kill count. Combination of disparate elements helps X-Defiant play a little differently overall. Also feels a bit jumbled, like parts aren't... This looks more like a Call of Duty style shooter. Like I say, it's like Call of Duty combined with Overwatch. That is not what I would consider Counter-Strike. No, from what I've seen, like it's a lot closer to Counter-Strike, where it's like, except instead of the bomb, you're now going. Rainbow Six Siege is all about like you're going to go save the the hostage or whatever. You got one team defending, one team attacking, no respawns. So it'll all be worth it. I don't know. I stopped playing it when the servers died. Yeah. That's bound to happen. No, there is I'm sure there is a bomb mode, but having a bomb mode does not make it like Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? Like Call of Duty has a bomb mode that's like Counter-Strike. I wouldn't say Call of Duty is like Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? X-Defiant looks a lot closer to just Call of Duty with some Overwatch abilities slapped onto it. So I know Siege has a bomb mode. Oh, Siege has a bomb mode. Okay, I see. Okay, never mind. I caught up. So that's interesting. Siege has a bomb mode. That is cool. So they have the hostage mode and a bomb mode. Yeah. What is up with that stutter? Hold on. I swear I didn't have any... Okay. The stutters that I did see were like a microsecond drop. But like now all of a sudden I'm getting like a pretty noticeable stutter now. Ubisoft just put out an update. It's lovely. Discombobulated green guy. Oh, dude, it happens. It's not hard. The biohazard container mode. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Still sounds like Counter-Strike. Are you impressed with my bamboo cutting skills? Be impressed. Anyway. But yeah, Toon, getting back to what I was saying before the rant got muted. The game's great. Combat is good. The stealth is good. The problem comes in with the story. The story's obnoxious. They've made, particularly like, it's just, when I say obnoxious, I mean it's just bad writing. Plot holes for no reason. People who were fine with me 2 seconds ago are suddenly pissy with me 1 second ago, or pissy with me now for no reason. Zero reason. All of a sudden they're saying, oh, you brought in her. The dude who was super happy for me to help him 5 seconds ago. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, like, missions just being absolutely ridiculous, where it's just like, out of nowhere, a place that should be restricted is no longer restricted. I don't get it. So, and then on top of that, the Yaya character, I didn't know she was a monk. I just thought she was just some random big girl who likes to fight. I didn't realize they made her a warrior monk, which is so dumb. They should have made her a priestess. If she was supposed to be associated with the shrines, they should have made her a priestess, and she watched over a shrine, and they should have made her an archer so she could have actually been useful in combat or something along those lines. Instead, they made her some, like, half sumo wrestler bullshit. So, yeah, it's kind of irritating. I'm going to the store. I need fresh air. Hey, no worries, Aaron. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate the raid. And good luck at the store. So, when will those devs learn? I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Really doesn't make any sense. What anime is she supposed to be based off of? Because I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. Because, like, I can't think of a warrior monk anime that features a big girl like that as the main character. I can't think of one. Maybe there is one. I don't know. I haven't seen all the animes, obviously. But, like, the one I'm thinking of is that they should have pulled from, would have been, or drawn some inspiration from, was, what was her name? But she's from Inuyasha. Inuyasha. The priestess from Inuyasha who ends up dying and then gets reincarnated, they should have pulled from her and used her as inspiration for this character, Yaya. And should have actually made her an archer, made her a priestess. That's what they do. The men are monks, the women are priestesses. Instead, they decide to go whatever the hell that is. Also, the monks generally didn't carry swords. Generally, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. But every time I see a depiction of a monk in a game, or a Japanese monk in an anime or a game or whatever, they don't have swords. They have staffs, if anything, but they generally don't have swords. So. Kagome. Not Kagome, but the... So Kagome is the girl from the future that is the reincarnation of the priestess. I'm talking about the priestess who died. Yeah. I just said warrior monk out of regaling your muted rant. I think you and Toon suggested priestess made more sense. Ignore my bell. No. She said she was a warrior monk. That's the irritating thing. She said she was a warrior monk. That's where I'm getting that from. So, and like the game actually made it out as she's a warrior monk. Let's go. Let's go to the codex here, shall we? Let's go to the database. Crying out loud. Database. Thank you. Is there not a characters database? Because I want to verify this. Make sure I'm not like just make sure I didn't, because I get discombobulated. The League. The Kakushiba Iki, or the League of the Hidden Blade, represents all those who assist you in defending the people of Japan. Some allies possess unique abilities. Train them in the dojo, Hideout's dojo, to make them stronger. Okay, but what's her name? And of course, you're not going to give me characters, because why the hell would you? Maybe it's on the objectives board. The autumn looks great. It does. So, like, this is another thing that I do think is actually really cool. They added seasons to the game. And so, like, right now we're in autumn. After autumn, it'll obviously become fall. And I'm curious to see what sort of, like, visuals, how visually it's going to change. So I think that's actually a really cool thing. Yep, she's a warrior monk. Yaya is a powerful Buddhist monk in both mind and body and has a strong desire for peace. It's so frustrating. It's just obnoxious. Reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Babla is the best part. Yeah, I like the Inuyasha. Kagome, what's her name? Kikyo. Yes. Yeah, I had to look it up. I was actually just about to if I wasn't gonna figure it out. But like, I think they should have pulled from that. That would have been a lot more like truer to a character that sort of matches matches the aesthetic that they're trying to go. They're trying to go for somebody, for a woman who comes from a religious background, who probably has some fighting skills. They could have made her a priestess, and they could have drawn inspiration from what? Inuyasha. That would have that would have been the way to go. I think that would have been amazing. Instead, they decided, screw you, we're gonna do whatever the hell we want, and we're gonna make her a warrior monk because reasons. So, yay. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and unlock this right now because why not? I like unlocking things, and it'll give me new opportunities and whatnot. Now let's quickly get the next mission. I also don't like how, again, like her writing for that intro quest, kind of garbage. It didn't also help that it was kind of buggy with how I got into that quest where, like I said, she's surrounded, meaning there were 3 guys sort of around her, and then I just walk up and a conversation starts. She's like, I didn't need your help, and I'm like, you were surrounded. Or no. Oh, what? Man, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. I'm gonna have to go back and see exactly what she said, because it sounded dumb from the perspective that, like, I hadn't fought anybody. I just came up. So I don't know. I just want good writing in games. Can we get that? Can we get good writing in games? I feel like that's not a crazy thing to ask for. But I know the issue is just that there are no good writers left anymore. They've all been kicked out of you know, the game dev studios, and they've been replaced by these shitty consultants who are going to push agendas, make things more diverse, and make things more this, that, and the other. And it's just like, come on. You're not if you were making good content, I wouldn't care. If you were making things that are well written, giving people character, giving people like an actual story of growth, actually having good voice actors, that would also be a nice thing. You know, I wouldn't care. Wouldn't give a rat's ass at all. DEI it up as much as you want, if that's the case. But that's not what's happening. We're just getting crap content made by crap people who don't know how to write. Who wish they knew how to write. You probably grew up on good stories thinking, I really want to be a good writer for this, but then actually have zero talent. Partly because instead of actually writing, they just went to college and then did a writing degree, and that's all they did. So, yeah. Okay. I will say this. I do like that they have little things that you can look at, and it's like, oh yeah, this is a different feature of this region. This is a different feature of that region. I think that is kind of cool.
I see you. I must approach carefully. I can't draw from horseback.
And I do like this little activity is actually really cool. It's the Sumi drawing activity. You just go up and you see this cool little scene, and then she draws it, and then you get to go and look at that painting or drawing. I think it's cool. I like it.
Perfect.
Okay, so just to show you how it ends up coming out, we go to the codex, we go to the database, and it is down here in this section called Sumi-E. Sumi-E, I think is what it is. Sumi-E. And then it was not this one, it was this one. The ink painting showcases a flock of red-crested Ibis taking off into the skies. The red crest is it Ibis or Ibis? Is so called due to its ruddy red-colored head and pale orange wings. When a large flock has taken flight, it is a unique sight as they resemble a brightly colored cloud decorating the sky. I like that. It's cool. Here you have the boxing hares, you've got the egg-stealing Tanuki, and then you got the Eevee and the clam. Like I say, there's a lot to like about the game. There is a lot to like about the game. I don't hate the game. I just kind of hate the story. It's just sad. It makes me sad. I would like to like the story. But the thing is, we were starting to see this creep in with Valhalla. We were starting... I cannot speak to... Really? Another one already?
I'll seize the moment. I must approach carefully. Stay low. I need to be quiet.
Get a spot to even be able to see it. Oh. Oh. So nothing. Oh, because I had to slide.
I need to be quiet. Perfect spot.
There we go. It's a crane. Or is it a heron? I don't know my birds, okay? I don't know if it's crane, a heron, or whatever. I would guess it's a crane, but I'm not sure.
Got it.
There it is. The graceful gray heron. I thought it was either a crane or a heron. That's half right. An ink painting of an adult gray heron, admired for their divine ability to move between several elements, earth, water, and air. The gray heron is a large and graceful water bird that stands at the height of up to 100 centimeters with a wingspan that nearly doubles that figure. Like that. So yeah, as I say, there's a lot to like. It's just, it's not the story. It's not the story. It's not the writing. The English voice acting is mediocre. And it also like depends on like who we're talking about, right? Are we talking about the main character Nawe? Because she kind of sucks. Her voice acting is mediocre at best. But then there are other people who actually, like, there are other characters who are actually fairly well voiced. So it's, yeah, it's just one of those things, you know? It's hit or miss. And it should have been amazing instead. It, particularly as, like, previous Assassin's Creed games, at least were all voiced really well. Gee, I wonder if that's him. That might not be him.
I thought Sakai was big. This is too big.
Sakai was not big. Not horrible. Osaka was bigger than Sakai, though. But hold on. Where report to Iside? Oh, I see. That's his guard. Okay, I was like, it's around here somewhere. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Lord Ise Sadaoki, your lord said you would have a certain task for me.
It is well known who I am here. There's no need for such subterfuge. I hope your skills amount to more than this. Our plan relies upon it.
It will be my honor to show you.
You will find I'm not easily impressed.
If you say so, Lord Sadaoki.
As to your task, you will enter Honoji ahead of our attack, concealed on a delivery card. To do so, you must first acquire documents that allow the card past the guards at the temple gate.
Then we will need to forge them.
Of course not. The risk of discovery is too great. They must be genuine. A samurai favored by Lord Nobunaga near Honoji is known to hold such documents. Find him and retrieve them. I'm not concerned with the details of how you do it. Just return when you are successful.
And the samurai?
Did I not say not to concern me with details? Now go!
I feel like there's a way you could write him such that he's obnoxious without being stupid.
Why are you here? Get the documents!
I'm on the bridge, dumbass. Yeah, it's yeah. They're in where? Where? Okay. Yamashiro. Did not realize that was Yamashiro. Center of Kyoto. They are west of the Nanban Temple. Okay. There's center of Kyoto. Put a marker there, and then we'll get going.
That one has none of his father-in-law's charm.
Yeah, and this is sort of what I'm talking about. The like, for instance, she shows up, she bows, and she says, "Hey, hello, Nord Iside. How's it going?" And he just like is immediately just obnoxious. There's no need for that, dude. A guy like that would have been like, "Yes, show me the proper respect." Like, even if he is an obnoxious little twerp who probably doesn't deserve the sort of honor that he's being shown. It just feels poorly written. You know what I mean? Like, there's a much better way to write that scene that would still sort of make him out to be a jackass without it being just so poorly written. Let's see the castle. Also curious if the, because it does seem like the stream's dropping. Is the stream dropping frames, or is it just that for whatever reason? Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why too. Okay. Because of the setting that I have my preview on. Then never mind. Ignore that. Ignore me. Anywho, back to the game. Okay, so I thought I found... No, I'm not even at the center. This is just the, that's the Jesuit residences, so that's where we're going to find Nanban. We still need to find the actual temple itself. I'm also going to have to redo the benchmarking. Probably won't even be able to do it tomorrow night, though, but it just feels like the It feels like I've seen a lot more stuttering as of late, and I don't know why. Like, they changed some sort of setting in the update, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing a lot more stutters. And it is very irritating. No, that's gotta be another. Yeah, that's a palace. Okay. That could be the non-bond temple. Wow, level 17 to be in there. Level 11, okay. I think that might be, well, okay. Well, let's just go and see what this is. Lovely. So not what I was looking for. That's fine. What? Ahoy, good Magus. How's your night going? How was the beginning of your cyberpunk adventures? And, yeah. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are not familiar with Magus, which I'm sure most of you here already are, please go check him out. He's a friend of the stream, and what's my brain? He's just not functioning tonight. Dude, I still love Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, man. I liked Cyberpunk when I played it, even though it was broken. Sorry, I beat you to it. Still a bit jank, but much improved. Nice. Yeah, they added so much, and still addicting. Yeah. Oh, dude, it feels like when I first played it, it was pretty broken but still enjoyable. And then I played it again after they put in a bunch of improvements, and it was way better. But the issue was that it was still a little borked when it came to. No. The issue was when I played it, I'd essentially forgotten where I was in the story, and I'm like, I kind of missed out on a bunch of things, and I kind of want to restart. So I never really kept going with the story for it because of that. So that's 100% my fault, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, McGregor Art. Is that Total Annihilation? Is it Total Annihilation? What? Magus 62M, that's all I know. Where the hell is this? There? The raid music? No, it is not. It is a, Star Wars theme music. It's just a little snippet from, something from Star Wars. Hey, we found the hideout here in Kyoto. This is not the non-bond temple. This is... Come on. That might be the non-bond temple, actually. I doubt it, though, because it's, like, broken down. Go get... Yes, climb, Nawe, climb! Little snippet of the man, the myth, the legend, John Williams. Exactly. Exactly. Excellent composer. I'm not doing the tempo right now. I just want to get the viewpoint. Little snippet of the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah. The M stands for Manchego cheese. Yes. Interesting. It sounds very similar to the track from TA. Good game. Okay, nice. Okay. So I need to find where the Nanban temple is, which is... The Nanban is what the Japanese called the Portuguese at this time. So I need to find, essentially, some sort of temple with a cross in front of it somewhere. Which, it's not it. It's definitely not it, so... Okay, well... At least I've discovered a whole bunch of places to go check out in the meantime. We'll go there, and then we'll go there, and then we'll go there, and then we'll see what we can do. It's 1, 2, 3. Going for green first. Here we go. Have you played Total Annihilation? I have not. I'm trying to remember what that game was. I want to say it was like a RTS with like giant mechs on like a planet that seems overly small. But I could be wrong. But I vaguely remember, yeah, it's a 3D RTS from 97. Okay, okay. I thought they did a new one. I thought they did, or a new-ish one. But I could be 100% wrong on that. Kuosama Old Residence. Nope, that's not it. Not what I wanted. Now we're going to the orange marker. See, once I find the Nanban Temple, I will know where I need to go. But right now, I'm kind of stuck, and it's sort of irritating. Nope. Imperial Palace. Not where I need to go. Next. Looks up on stream, on Steam, sees it on ignore list. Oops, guess not my cup of tea. Really? Okay. I mean, it's a strategy game. So, do you like... Are you not a fan of strategy games, Mr. Raw Dog? If so, totally understand. There is a new one, and many spiritual successors like Planetary Annihilation. Sorry, that was the one I was thinking of. And you can build giant robots on the small planets and ram the planets into your planet. Into your enemy's planet. Wow, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Asukai. Asukai. Is it Asukai or Asukai? Like Yasuke. You're supposed to say it Yasuke. You're not supposed to say Yasuke. Yasuke is only if you're like really pronouncing like every single individual syllable of the name. Otherwise, you sort of like run over the su part, and so it's just like Yasuke. That's the Jesuit. Maybe it's here. Maybe I just walked right past it and didn't think anything of it. Go to the orange one first. Planetary Annihilation is awesome. Freaking nuking other planets. Love it. And I do like strategy green. I'm just picky about how much strategy versus older games I don't have nostalgia for if I don't grow up. Oh, I see. Like Sasuke. And not Sasuke. Yes, correct. Yes, if you're a fan of Naruto, that's Sasuke is the perfect example of that. You don't say Sasuke, normally speaking, you say Sasuke. Much like with Yasuke. His name, you run over the Su, and you just say Sasuke, or Yasuke. Sussy, yes. Baka. The most frustrating parts about this game, and there are many, a lot of the architecture is not Japanese, but Chinese, incredibly insulting to Japan too. I've heard that too. I wouldn't know it enough. Like, I've heard that, and I absolutely understand the frustration with that. I don't know the architecture well enough myself to be able to point it out and go, oh yeah, that's totally Chinese, 5th Dynasty, whatever. But I understand the frustration there. It feels like something that should have been, because remember, even though it is historical fiction, Ubisoft has always prided itself. Here's the Nanban Temple. Thank goodness. Holy crap, we finally found it. Ubisoft has always prided itself in trying to represent the spirits and the correct tone of the time frame, even though it wasn't an exactly perfect representation of it, right? Like every single world was not exactly quite to scale. Some areas were bigger, some areas were smaller. Let's be honest, most of the time it was smaller. But it tried to represent the spirit of the time frame, the spirit of the culture, and all that stuff, and tried to represent it in such a way that it was relatively accurate. And yet somehow they couldn't get the architecture right, even. Like I've heard, like I said, I've heard people point out that a lot of the architecture in this game is actually of Chinese origins, not Japanese origins. And while there are similarities, they are not the same. So, yeah, and like I said, it's just another thing that they've dropped the ball on, because they've done a very good job with previous games, and that is a legitimate complaint to have. Okay, west of the Nanban Temple. So west. So here is what I would guess. I mean, it's a big compound, pretty close to the palace. That certainly seems like something for like a particularly high-ranking samurai location. So that is what I'm going to go with. It's like Ubislop did a Google image for Asian architecture and went with it. Yeah, no, absolutely. 100% agree with that. Like that is absolutely what happened in my opinion, and what I would guess. Yep, there it is. And now I have to go in. Now at least this is showing some, actually, is it? Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay. So I'm not supposed to be here, technically speaking.
Better to keep out of sight.
And because I'm playing on expert stealth difficulty, that means that they're gonna, like, I can't just run around on roofs and not be seen. I will absolutely be seen if I'm on a roof. And so I have to essentially play it smart as to how and this is the one thing I will say, like, the combat is good. The stealth is good. Nah way. Nah way. But yeah, I would absolutely say that is what happened. Some researcher at Ubisoft went, oh yeah, I'm the cultural researcher. Whatever I say is probably going to go. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to just Google image search Asian architecture, because I can't even look up Japanese architecture, and I'm just gonna go with it. And now we have this situation of you've got the wrong architecture. Now, to be fair, how many Americans are going to notice? Not a lot. The Japanese would probably notice. And it is actually rather interesting / ironic, because for how much Ubisoft, the Japanese are themselves actually kind of racist. Like, particularly when it comes to like how the other how they treat like other Asian cultures and whatnot, and it's reciprocal too. Like, don't get me wrong, it's completely reciprocal. You know, the Japanese don't like the Chinese don't like the Japanese. They both don't like the Koreans, and vice versa. You know, and so particularly to the Japanese who are looking at this and like, yeah, that's not from our culture. That's from another culture that we don't like. You know, how dare you confuse us with the Chinese? So yeah, they're not gonna be happy about it. They're not gonna be happy about that. But I think not even talking about, you know, not even taking that into account, but just the idea of if Ubisoft is going to sell itself and Assassin's Creed as a somewhat historically good depiction of the time frame and of the culture and of the region, then they should probably, oh, for crying out loud, then they should probably actually try and do a good job of actually doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not too hard to ask for. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna sell yourselves that way, then do it. If you're just gonna say, yeah, we don't care, we're just doing whatever the hell we want, then do that. But then do it. But then just be honest about it, you know? And then people either won't buy your game or will buy your game for whatever reason, you know? Yeah, I can't. Dude, I'm out in... See. Really? Really? Just bust my way through there. You know what? You're just all... I haven't tried out the new weapon. And I'm getting hit from all sides, and that makes sense. That makes sense. I'd love to keep going. I actually would love to keep going, but I can't. Because unfortunately, oh, interesting. The light attacks seem to be with the scythe. The heavy attacks seem to be with the ball and chain part of it. Okay. Well, at least I know now where I need to go, but I'm gonna have to continue on with this later. So, yes. Unfortunate, but true. So let's go ahead and point it here. Get a nice little overview of the area. There we go. Okay, guys. Excuse me. Okay, guys. That is going to be it for me for the night. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn down the game. Turn on my music again. Where is the game? Come on, there we go. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, let's say, man, there's a lot to like about the game, and there's a lot to complain about with the game. Like I said, most of it seems to be story based. Most of it seems to be like how they've designed their characters, and some of the ancillary stuff like architecture, and some of the research into like the paintings and the architecture and all this other stuff that would be sort of like culturally relevant to the game, and yet the Ubisoft researchers just seem to drop the ball for whatever reason. So yeah, it just is what it is. Not, and again, not that I would say that I notice it myself. Like, if you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have noticed it. So like, I'm not gonna hold that too much against them, but I know that certainly Japan is gonna be pissed off about this. So, question for you, Green. Do you have copyright claim issues when using soundtracks from games like MechWarrior 5? No. From what I understand, the MechWarrior 5 soundtrack, it's never cropped up at all, and so that's the reason why I'm starting to play it more. Because like so far, like I've not had a single copyright strike or anything like that, and every time I've played the game, the full soundtrack is blaring and zero issue with the copyright. So, and I really like the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack from MechWarrior 5. I think it's fantastic. I think it's amazing that you picked it up. So yeah, the soundtrack kicks ass. Absolutely agreed. So if you like the stream and you want some good stream music, you get the MechWarrior 5 soundtrack. It works. It works. It seems to be copyright free, or at least the license seems to be one that they don't care about necessarily telling people not to stream it, because people streaming the game are already streaming it and they don't care. So worth it. It's worth it. So okay. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for putting up with me complaining about it. I will happily talk about this game, both the pros and the cons of it for a while. And to be honest, there's similar pros and cons with, although there were other issues with Starfield, but like in terms of the story, there were kind of similar pros and cons with it, with Starfield. But they also had other weird, like bizarre design choices, problems with that game. So. And I like that game too. I like this game. I think it's actually good. I just think the story for this feels. I'm still early in the story, but just from tonight's playthrough, it's already starting, man. It's already starting. It's already starting to get insufferable, and I don't like it. So, yeah. So. But we'll keep going. I'm gonna finish the entirety of this game on stream. You guys can watch in horror as to whether or not this game is actually gonna be good, or whether or not this game is gonna be garbage. And let's be honest, it's heading that way. So heading towards the garbage side of it. So but yeah, a big thanks to everybody that has been here in the chats on the Twitch side. That's just easier to check. We've had Raw Dog, Tune to Key, MX Aaron, Maggot62M, McGregor Art. Thank you guys so much for being here. And of course, all of the lurkers, particularly those that came in from Magus' raid. Thank you so much, Magus, for the raid. I really do appreciate it. I would say thank you to the follow from Fiona220, but Fiona220 felt very much like a bot. So there is that. Or at least some sort of like stock account for some crappy corporate nonsense to try and push some probably AI art BS. So yeah. Anyway, gone over all the Twitch stuff. Let's go check out YouTube. Big thanks to the people watching in YouTube and who kept me company in the chat, particularly Kalila Ploy Ploy. Thank you so much for chatting with me, and of course to the lurkers as well. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys have enjoyed the stream on YouTube, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. On the Rumble side, I know I saw several lurkers pop in here. Thank you guys so much for lurking. I really do appreciate it. Nobody said hi in chat, and that's fine, but you guys are always welcome to say hi if you so choose. And if you guys have enjoyed the stream on Rumble, please also consider hitting that thumbs up button as well. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for me for the night. I'll be back tomorrow night with some more Assassin's Creed Shadows. We're gonna see how bad this really gets, and I feel like it's we've only seen the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. So, but as I say, like with that as the con, the gameplay's pretty good. The stealth is pretty good, and right now I'm playing on challenging. I'm playing on expert, and so like the stealth is considerably more difficult, and I think that's actually kind of a good thing. Many times in the Assassin's Creed series, the stealth has felt a little too easy. This feels a lot better. And I might play with it going back and forth a little bit later on, but for right now we're going to stick with expert for the stealth, and we've got expert combat as well. So, just trying to think if there's anything else we needed to discuss before I head out, but I think that is going to be it. Have a wonderful night, everybody. On the Twitch side, we are going to raid out to somebody, so please stick around for that. Be sure to spam the raid message once we get in there. And then let's just quickly see who is live right now. I want to open the image, please. Come on, let's go back to Twitch. Back to Twitch. Let's see who's live. Major Big Buds is live. He's supposedly playing Fork Knife. Savannah Lowe is live. She's playing the first Berserker. Alien King is going, it looks like, playing Assassin. Ooh! Thank you for the heads up. I rarely get to raid Alien King. I think I raided him a little while ago. I think this might actually be an excellent way to end the night. Let's go ahead and raid Alien King. Thank you for that suggestion, Magus. I appreciate that, buddy. So yeah. We're gonna raid Alien King. He's a good friend of the channel. Probably one of my oldest Twitch friends beyond, say, Big Lou and Tay Puck. I'm pretty sure I met Alien King before I met them. So, but you guys should definitely go check him out. He's a nice chill streamer, and he likes Assassin's Creed Shadows a whole lot more than I do. But yeah, he's been enjoying it, and he's a nice guy. Nice chill guy, and certainly somebody worth following if you guys aren't already. So go check him out. He's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and give him the raid. Raid. There we go. So have a great night, everybody. I'll hopefully see you guys on tomorrow. On Thursday night. And hopefully I'll be able to continue on with the story. But until then, this is Green Leader, signing out.